Hi, welcome to RVTV. Have you considered changing out your lead-acid house batteries for lithium-ion batteries? Well, there's a lot of RV owners that are doing just that. Today, we're going to explore the pros and cons of lithium-ion batteries available for the RV use. I'm Dennis Foster. I'm your host on this channel. I present practical information and tips that will enhance your RV lifestyle. Come along, let's get started. So lithium-ion batteries are getting a lot of attention these days. There are a lot of RV owners who are changing out their lead acid over to lithium-ion. At this time, the RV industry is not making lithium-ion batteries standard equipment as house batteries on new RVs. However, we do believe that in the near future they'll be doing so. So why is lithium becoming the go-to battery for RV use? First, let's go into a little background regarding lithium-ion batteries. Lithium is a metal. It is the softest of metals, and it's also extremely light. In fact, it's the third element on the periodic table of elements, just below hydrogen and helium. Lithium was considered for battery use because it has the greatest electrochemical potential of other metals, and because it has the largest specific energy per weight of other metals. For example, just one cylindrical cell is capable of producing at 3.6 volts. But because of these same properties, it tends to be potentially very unstable. Although lithium metal itself is used on some small, non-rechargeable batteries, it is the ions of lithium that are desirable and are used in largeable, rechargeable batteries, such as for use in the RV. Work on lithium batteries began back in the 1970s, and the first commercially viable lithium battery was produced in 1985. But it was not until the Sony company introduced the first lithium-ion battery back in 1991 for use in their portable electronic devices that these batteries became extremely popular. This battery was a single-cell lithium cobalt oxide battery. As you likely know, the earlier lithium-ion batteries had the potential to be unstable and could short internally, causing what is called thermal runaway, and either explode or cause a flame and a subsequent fire. Since then, various other oxides of lithium, different electrolytes, and barriers that separate the cathode and the anode have been explored. Today, lithium-ion batteries come in a multitude of sizes, shapes, and configurations depending upon their intended use. They are present in most portable electronic devices, including our cell phones and laptops. But for the RV owner, our interest is in a 12-volt battery that can provide a usable amount of stored energy safely and can be placed in our RVs, easily recharged, and last at least as long as our lead-acid batteries, if not longer. The current lithium-ion batteries designed for use in our RVs provides that and much more. Today's lithium-ion batteries use lithium iron phosphate as the cathode. This material, along with improved electrolyte, barrier materials, and an anode, combined with a battery management system, has provided a very stable battery that we can safely use. The battery management system is designed to monitor voltage, current, temperature, and in some cases, the time a current is applied, all in an effort to provide safety and to optimize performance and improve the longevity of the battery. So let's look at the advantages of these batteries. So let's talk about safety. They will have a battery management system, which in most cases will be an internal circuit in the battery itself. This will protect against overcurrent, over or under voltage, a short circuit, overcharging, increased temperature. That same circuit will typically prevent charging when the temperature is too low, which can damage the battery as well. Their lighter weight, approximately 1/3 to 1/2 the weight of comparable lead-acid batteries. They can be mounted in any orientation and in any area of your RV. Venting is not an issue. The only concern would be placing them in an area where there could be something that might touch the positive and negative terminals, causing a short circuit. They will hold a charge for a significantly long period of time. The self-discharge rate for lithium-ion batteries is about 2 to 3% per month. There is no memory effect. They're maintenance-free. The voltage will remain relatively the same over a constant period of time. The number of battery cycles is significantly better than lead-acid batteries. For example, a lithium-ion battery can be cycled at least 3,000 to 5,000 times, if not more, whereas 300 to 400 times for a deep cycle lead-acid battery, maybe 900 to 1,000 times for an AGM battery. As far as capacity, you can add additional batteries to an existing battery bank at any time. You do not have to change out the entire battery bank as you would in a lead-acid situation. Shorter charging time. 2 to 3 hours compared to several hours for lead-acid batteries. There's less battery degradation over time, perhaps 20% of the charge capacity over approximately 3 to 5,000 cycles. Depth of discharge. You can fully discharge lithium-ion batteries without degrading the capacity of the battery, at least up to approximately 2,000 cycles. Warranty. Some manufacturers will warranty the battery with full replacement up to 8 years and 2 additional years of partial replacement. So as far as expense, they're actually less expensive per cycle over time than lead acid. These take the guesswork out of using your house batteries for boondocking. Many of them will have an LED screen on the battery itself showing you the capacity, the remaining amperage, and the current voltage. You can run high load items such as air conditioners for at least a short period of time depending on the number of batteries you have in your battery bank. As far as disadvantages, the cost is the primary disadvantage. They're relatively expensive, $900 to $1,400 for a 100 amp hour 12-volt battery. However, again, if you look at the cost per cycle versus lead acid batteries, the cost is actually less. There are temperature constraints. There are no significant constraints for discharging. You can discharge a battery down to a -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. But there is a constraint with charging. You should not charge your batteries when the temperature is below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And in fact, some manufacturers will include in their internal circuitry where the unit will cut off if the temperature is below, say, 25 degrees Fahrenheit. The storage capacity of these batteries will decrease by about 20% when the temperature of the battery is below 32 degrees. However, with lead acid batteries, it's probably going to be 60% or more. Depending on what inverter charger you have, you may require a reprogramming of your unit. It's possible that you could have to replace your inverter charger in some situations. So, as you might see from this video, the only real reason not to switch to lithium ion is actually the cost of acquisition. And although cost over time is less than lead acid, one might not feel that the initial outlay is right for them. I do believe that in the very near future, all RV manufacturers will begin to use lithium-ion batteries as standard equipment. These batteries are becoming more widely used, and RV consumers will drive that decision. So if this video has been of interest and provided information of value to you, hit that like button. On my next video, I'm going to provide information about fueling options and the use of radio frequency ID by trucking and travel centers. You will not want to miss that. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you'll hit that bell, you'll be notified when that next video is available. I'm Dennis Foster, and I'll see you next time.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push your limits with it.